A very good Tuesday afternoon to you. Welcome to your lunchtime news on MTV Sports. I'm Hizrina Hizbi. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
Northern Province Coordinating Committee meeting convenes under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. Demonstration in Colombo against depriving opportunities to enter the law college. National Medicine Regulatory Authority bill to be presented in Parliament today. 1 in every 3 children in the country are malnourished. A statement from the State Minister of Children's Affairs. Bill Gates tops Forbes' rich list once again with $79.2 billion.
And first up in local news, the citizens of the North have come together to reap the benefits of good governance upon the election of President Maithripala Sirisena. Our correspondent noted that the people in Jaffna have great expectations after it was reported that the President would be visiting Jaffna. Meanwhile, a meeting between President Maithripala Sirisena and the public representatives from the North and state officers is scheduled to be held at the Trincomalee District Secretariat later this afternoon. Also in local news, the bill on the National Medicine Regulatory Authority is scheduled to be tabled in Parliament today. Newsfirst's parliamentary correspondent Amrashri Bandara reports.
This bill is being tabled in Parliament with the objective of establishing a regulatory authority called the National Medicine Regulatory Authority, which will be held accountable in controlling and regulating the registration of medicines, medical devices, issuance of licenses, manufacturing of medicine and the importation of drugs, as well as other factors in the health sector in accordance with the National Drug Policy. Moreover, this bill is being tabled in order to form a National Advisory Committee and also abolish the Cosmetics, Devices and Drugs Act No. 27 of 1980. The government says this bill is being tabled in accordance with the Senaka Bibile drug policy. However, conflicts have arisen as to whether this bill is being tabled in accordance with the Senaka Bibile drug policy or not. All of these matters are due to be taken up for discussion in Parliament today.
A protest against depriving the opportunity to enter law college through examinations took place this morning. A letter in this regard was also handed over to the subject minister with the intervention of the Lawyers Collective for Good Governance.
In the letter that we submitted, we speak of two matters. One is depriving the students of learning law at the Law College entrance examination. The second is the slashing of the number of students enrolled to the Law College in the year 2013. We arrived here to hand over a letter to the Minister of Justice in this regard. Although 225 students were enrolled to the Law College, the others too have learned on the other aspects of the law and rights. Although they do not become lawyers, what they learned about law enters the society. People are attempting to live good lives without committing any wrongs. They also understand about their rights. The 2013 law entrance examination saw a number of irregularities and malpractices. Rather than providing a solution for this issue, what the authorities did was to change the curriculum and close the doors of the students from the village from entering the law college. Please enroll the proper number of students and do justice to the students.
Also in local news this afternoon, leader of the JVP MP Andra Kumara Dissanayake says that investigations on those charged of corruption must be conducted faster. He made this statement at a convention held under the title The Regime Change and the People's Challenges.
Foreign Minister Mangala Samaravira lodged a complaint with the Criminal Investigations Department alleging that there was a conspiracy. But this investigation is not being carried out in the required speed. The statement is obtained from Udaya Gammanpila today, and 3 days later, a statement is obtained from Mohan Piris. Can a coup d'etat attempt be unravelled like this? Udaya Gammanpila, when exiting, says that this was what he was asked, and this was what he said. In the mind of Ranil Wickremesinghe, he is thinking that no matter what happens, he got the seat he wanted to. So why bother about these things? But that won't work with us.
And now an office which was used for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting at the BMICH came under the inspection of the Deputy Minister of External Affairs.
This office, which was used for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, comprises of many modern facilities. After inspecting the office, Deputy Minister Ajit P. Pereira decided to seal the office. Speaking to reporters thereafter, Deputy Minister Ajit P. Pereira said that measures will be taken to transfer the equipment at this office to the Ministry of External Affairs. I am cognizant that the equipment in this office as well as the money spent on this office is a huge waste. For instance, this is a room which was allocated for the monitoring MP of this office, but he had come here only on one day. There are equipment worth millions here. The usage of all the equipment here was supposed to be stopped following the conclusion of the summit. So because of that, I ordered the relevant officials to shut this place down.
Moving on, State Minister of Children's Affairs Rosie Senanayake says that 1 in every 3 children in Sri Lanka are subjected to malnutrition. The State Minister made this statement while addressing a function in Kandy yesterday.
A central provincial staff meeting of institutions which come under the purview of the Ministry of Children's Affairs was held in Kandy yesterday.
When speaking about malnutrition in the Matale, Badul and Kurunagala areas, we could see a drastic rise in malnutrition in the Kurunagala district. If you look at the Nuwara and Badul area, you see malnutrition as well as other health defects. These numbers are high. In the north and east, nearly 50 to 55% of the children, or 1 in every 2 children, are malnourished. When looking at the total population of children in the country, 1 in every 3 children are malnourished.
New buses were handed over to the bus depot of the Sri Lanka Transport Board in the Galle district at an event held in Ambalangoda today. This event was held under the auspices of the Minister of Mass Media, Gayantha Karunatilaka.
Buses were handed over to 5 bus depots in the Galle district. Minister of Mass Media also took the opportunity to get behind the wheel of one of the new buses.
Prices were reduced on essential items. However, when we visit certain areas, people are still complaining on how these prices are not reduced by the businessmen even after the concessions are provided from the new budget. The Prime Minister has ordered the relevant authorities to look into this matter. Hence, I must remind you all that we are taking measures to ensure that the concessions that were promised by this government are given to you all.
An event to present 541 million Japanese yen worth of medical equipment to develop the public health sector of Sri Lanka was held under the auspices of the Minister of Health and Indigenous Medicine, Dr. Rajitha Senaratne. The event got underway at the auditorium of the National Blood Transfusion Service Centre in Narayanpeta.
Medical equipment worth 541 million Japanese yen will be distributed to 62 divisional hospitals, base hospitals and teaching hospitals located island-wide. A number of high-ranking officials in the field of medicine were present at the event.
To strengthen the long-standing friendship between Japan and Sri Lanka, the government of Japan has decided to release a grant to improve the health status of people living in Sri Lanka. This grant will be utilized to provide ultrasound scanners and ICU monitors with necessary spare parts. These medical equipment will be distributed among line Ministry of Hospitals and also to the hospitals managed by the provincial councils. Most of the ICU monitors available at hospital intensive care units are nearly 10 years old, and those old ICU monitors will be replaced by newly purchased 200 ICU monitors under this Japanese grant.
Japan is well aware that Sri Lanka provides remarkable health care services to the public through its widespread network across the country. However, the new challenges faced by the health sector, such as urbanization, environmental degradation, and changes in lifestyle, have created a growing demand for additional and modern healthcare service fitted to deal with critical health issues. I consider the provision of high-tech medical equipment to the public hospitals is vital cater for the demand.
Also making news here at home, commuters who arrive at the Kandy bus stand are severely inconvenienced as of recent days.
This is the current situation at the bus stand close to the new Kandy clock tower. Nearly 100 buses are halted daily at this bus stand, which was declared open in November last year. However, commuters who arrive at this bus stand at night are left in darkness due to the deactivation of the night lamps at the stand. When Newsfirst made inquiries from the officials of the Kandy Passenger Transport Authority, they stated that the supply of electricity has been cut off due to the non-payment of bills for quite some time.
And that's a wrap of Lunchtime News for the day. I'm Hizrina Hizbi for News First. Take care and have a pleasant Tuesday afternoon.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.